Generative AI course. My name is Kunal Sharma and I'll be your instructor throughout this course. Being a graduate of artificial intelligence and data science, I'm not really ashamed to admit that I use ChatGPT on a very regular basis, whether it be to answer my silly questions or to actually do research on my behalf so that I can streamline my work. I leverage the power of generative AI to the fullest. And that's why I'm compiling this very extensive course on generative AI. And we're going to talk about every aspect of generative AI that is present currently in the market. So yes, this is going to be a really extensive course, but let's start from the very start. But before going to the next slide, I want to give you a little, spoiler that there is going to be an Easter egg, which we are going to talk later. Well, simply, we are going to talk about an AI tool within this introductory lecture. So yes, let's move to the next slide and see what even is generative AI. What am I talking about? So yes, generative AI is just an AI that creates content, whether it be text, whether it be images, music, code, and much more. It can even create presentations for you. Well, that was another spoiler, but yeah. It is powered by large language models like ChatGPT 4, not ChatGPT, but GPT-4 and advanced transformers, again, which is a GPT. And these are the things that we are going to talk about in the later lectures, how these large language models work, how these GPTs work. So yes, get ready for that. And it enables creativity, automation, and productivity at scale. Again, automation is something that we are going to talk about extensively in this course. And these models are basically what they are doing is they are learning from normal user behavior, like how humans behave. They get a lot of data from real humans and they understand, yes, this is how a human is behaving. And that's how they learn. That's how they produce original and coherent outputs. All right. That's how they create content. Now, if you are at a loss what I'm talking about, what even is AI? Well, I'll talk in layman terms. AI is simply a branch of computer science which deals with making computers intelligent, making computers think or react like us. That is simply AI. So yes, generative AI is something that creates output for us. We have other types of AI as well, but that is out of the scope of the course. So I'm not going to talk about those. We're going to simply talk about generative AI and I'm going to talk about prompt engineering, which is the basic aspect of this particular course. We are going to extensively see what is prompt engineering. And prompt engineering is simply the way of crafting our inputs, the commands that we give to AI so that it gives us the best results. There are people you might have seen who use ChatGPT. They just talk to it like it's a human. Well, it is not a human. It requires specific inputs to produce the best output. And that is what we are going to talk about in this course the most. So yes, it is the art and science of crafting inputs to guide AI outputs precisely. Effective prompts unlock AI's full potential. It ensures that the output that we are getting is accurate, it is relevant, and it is creative. Poor prompts lead to generic, irrelevant, or low quality results, which are fine if you are just asking silly questions. But if you are actually using generative AI for your work, that's not how you should be working with it. So yes, this is what we are going to be talking about in this course. And you know what? I've been hiding something from you. And let's talk about it right now. If we go back to the previous page, well, it says made with gamma. Okay, what is gamma? I mean, I'll tell you a truth. I'll let you in on a little secret. The thing is that I did not create this presentation. I just simply asked AI to do it for me. A normal person, a normal human who has experience with working with Google Slides and PowerPoint, they would know that it might take 30 minutes or even 2 hours if they are doing their own research to create a presentation like this. How much time do you think it took me to create a 10-page presentation? Well, if you're wondering, it just took me a single minute to create this. And that is the power of generative AI that we are going to talk about. And I need to show you this. I need to show you the magic of generative AI so that you are as excited as me moving forward with this course. Again, before showing you Gamma, I'm going to tell you that, yes, we are going to talk about a lot of aspects. We are going to talk about generative AI. What is it? How prompt engineering works? How you can integrate it with your work. And before moving on, I also need to tell you that this course is not just for students. This course is for everyone. Whether you are a student, whether you are a teacher, Whether you are an employee or an employer, whether you are a coder or a creative person, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a business owner, this course is for everyone because this is going to be the most extensive course present on the internet. And let's see what generative AI is about. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you an example, and I need to warn you that this is not even the 1% of AI. All right, this is just a very small example of an AI tool which I need to show you. So yes, if I go here, if I search Gamma, and if I click on the first link, I can create a presentation using AI. And it says AI here. Well, I have logged into it already, but you might have to log in. But after that, it's a free way of creating presentations from scratch within a single minute. So if I go here, well, let's go back. If I click here, create new, and if I click on generate, create with the AI, you can actually import files and all of that. But let's create a new presentation. And what I want is, well, I said that this course is for business owners as well. You know what? If you are a business owner and seeing this, I'm going to create a pitch deck for you. So if I give it a prompt, well, this is simply a prompt, the input that we give to the AI. I wanted to create a pitch deck for investors. And I'm not, designing any prompt. I'm just simply saying it to create it, and it will do it. If I were more specific with my prompt, it would create something better for me. But I just want a minimal pitch deck for investors. And if you are not a business owner who does not know what I'm talking about, a pitch deck is simply something that you show to your investors. You tell them that this is the problem and this is our solution, how we are solving it. This is our team. This is what we want from you. There's a competitor analysis and all of that stuff within this presentation. So yes, that is what we are creating. And if I go here, we'll take a timestamp because within a single minute, we'll have a presentation ready for us. So yes, generate outline, which is simply going to create that these are going to be the cards. And if I go here, we'll have to wait because it takes its sweet time to create a really good presentation. So yes, let's wait for it. Here we go. It has created all of this stuff. I'm almost out of credit. That's completely fine. But yeah, this has created an outline. And when I click generate, it's going to create a PPT for me. A really good looking PPT. Innovator name, the unmet need in market. The unmet need in market, there's all the model, the sustainable model, proven traction and validation, go to the market strategy, and there's a lot more that is happening. Financials and funding ask, and here we go. The Gamma has generated your presentation, and it is actually interactive. If you click here, this is an interactive presentation created by AI within a single minute for free. So yes, this is the power of AI. Now, again, you can export it if you want. Simply, you can send it to PDF, you can send it to PowerPoint or your Google Slides. Now, my Google Slides is integrated to my Gamma. So when I click it, it's simply going to go directly to my Google Slides. So yeah, this is how cool generative AI is right now. And it's going to even get better. But to keep up with the technology, you need to be an effective prompt engineer. You need to know how AI integrations and all of that stuff work. And that is what we are going to cover throughout this course. So yes, I'm really excited talking about this. And I hope you are too, because we are going to do a deep dive into the technology of generative AI, into the technology of prompt engineering. And by the end of this course, you will be an amazing communicator of the AI. You will know what to tell the AI to get the best output. You will also know how you can leverage AI in your daily life. So yes, without any further ado, let's just dive into the world of generative AI.